With that, I'd like to now present the MY17 Duke range to you.
We also need to allow our TV cameraman to cover the bike. So once we are done, we will have ample opportunity to shoot the bike. They just want to shoot you once. Request you all to take your seats for a couple of minutes before we start the Q&A session. Thank you very much.
Any questions?
Zahir, Shumi, mic for Shumi, please. Availability.
So the bookings open today itself. The 200 Duke and the 250 Duke has just been, they've just been shipped to dealers. They're on the way. So in a few days' time, they'll be available at the dealerships. And in about a week's time, we should be shipping the 390 Duke as well. But bookings for all the three bikes start today.
Any other questions? Mic there, please.
Hello. Yeah. So during the RC launch, we had a question and answer, and you were said that 250 is not really viable for the Indian market. What changed?
Oh, nothing's changed.
So because we had a discussion.
Yeah, sure. So your question is, why was the 250 not relevant for the RC, but how come it's relevant for the Duke?
Yes.
That's your question. Unlike the RC, which is a very focused product because it's meant primarily for the track and it's a proper super sport styled bike. Unlike the RC, the Duke is much more broad based. You can take it to the track and you can use it for a daily commute. You can tour also with that. So it's much more broad based, and as a result, the 200 Duke is an entry-level product, which captures the essence of what KTM has to offer without it being very specialized. Now, with that being an entry-level product, it was very important for us to not tinker around with the price. So, despite BS4, MY17, we've stuck to the price, and with the evolution of the rest of the range with features and new styling, etc., the price of the 390 Duke had to move up, and that gave us an opportunity to plug this big gap with a 250. And unlike in the RC, where it's not really an entry-level product to start with, because the Duke is much more of an entry-level brand, it gave us the opportunity to have the 250 Duke as a mid-rung ladder between the 200 and the 390. Any other question? Yeah, there's somebody.
Okay, so we have the 200 to 390. Should we expect the higher versions as well, the 690, the 890, the 1290 Super Duke?
Eventually, yes, but right now, no, because we would like the market to evolve a little bit more, because the day the big bikes come in, we would like to be in a position to do full justice to it, not just by selling bikes, but also having a proper service and a spares network which is able to tend to those bikes. And so as a result, we believe that it's not the right time yet.
Thank you.
Excuse me, sir. Here, you've priced the bikes really attractively, why didn't you offer ABS on the Duke 200 and Duke 250?
It wouldn't remain so attractive then. So, because on a serious note, the performance that the 390 offers, it needs an ABS. And the performance level of the other two, yes, an ABS is welcome, but from a pure performance perspective, is it essential? The answer is no. So for the customer who wants the everything that KTM has to offer in the range that's in India, the 390 Duke is there, and this is something which it allows a customer to step into the brand. So that's the reason we've had to keep ABS out, primarily to manage the price.
So we expect the ABS to come by 2018 or 19.
Very difficult to say at this stage, but I mean, honestly, I can't even conjecture at this point in time. But it's always, technically, it's always a possibility, but I'm not saying that it will.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Ruman?
So does the 250 get Metzger's or MRF tires?
The 250 gets MRF tires.
And all the rims are the same, right? There is no different in sizes of rims across all the three bikes.
The 390 and the 250 will have the same rims. The 200 will have a slightly different rim.
Thank you, sir.
When can we expect the 390 Adventure?
Well, were you there for the RC launch, by the way?
Unfortunately, I was not there.
Okay. So, just a day before the RC launch is actually when the strategic decision got taken to introduce the Adventure 390. So, it's underway. So, the product development does take its own time. So, it will take a while, but it will come.
Why has the design styling from the 1290 not translated onto the 200? Just to keep costs at bay, or what is it?
Yeah, the simple answer to your question is yes, that's what it is. Because if we had to get this new style on that, then we could no way we would have been able to manage the the price. And so we retain this at an existing price because we want more and more people to understand what KTM is. And in any case, with a little bit of stretch, this can also serve as an entry-level product. So the option is there for the customer. Any other question?
Great.
I think broadly that should be it.
Great. So that brings us to the end of the launch of the KTM Dukes for 2017. Thank you all for your participation, and we hope you like the bikes.